Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video. We just had the new update for The Sims 4 and there's a bunch of new makeup in it and I wanted to talk about it. This is coming from the perspective of a makeup artist and a huge fan of The Sims obviously. So I'm going to just be speaking of this purely from an artistry point of view, just because I don't really want to get into any controversy with like people don't like Mac, people like Mac, whatever. You have your opinion, you live your life. But I am going to be just talking about the artistry today, and I've just got Cass up now, and I'm just going to start on the eyeshadow. So we've just got a random sim here. Now, I've kind of like had a bit of a look through, just like a very brief bit of a look. You've got a couple of different types of eyeshadows here, which some of these are very on trend and some of them are not. Like this look here with the pop of colour, like the really bright inner corner and then the rest, that's quite in at the moment. I don't know specifically if the execution was done well. This doesn't necessarily give off, for me, I feel like it doesn't give off a fair representation of makeup artistry, and I don't think that putting like a brand into a game is necessarily a good move, only because I feel like, you know, maybe the makeup in The Sims is not necessarily of the best quality, but people will start to associate that with the brand that's in the game, right? We also have eyeliners. This, like, it's fine. Again, not something that anyone's ever asked me for on counter, but these are things like this specific liner, it kind of follows the trends for the current season, so I understand where they're going with this one. This I don't understand at all. I think they were kind of going for the Euphoria vibes with the gems all over the face, but this is not on trend at all, and it's not a very fair representation, but it's still cool that we've got some different types of makeup in the game, I guess. That's all for the eyeliners. And for cheeks, we have some blushes, so I'll just go through some of the swatches. I do like these only because I like looking at these, I can see that these are actual MAC blushes, which I think is really cool. I think the diversity in the color range is really good and it goes on really nicely. It's very subtle, which I think sometimes, especially in games, the blushes can come across as way too harsh. This is quite nice. You have also got these ones here. I've noticed it is definitely a huge trend at the moment to be putting your blush along your temples, and just, it's almost like creating that E or that 3 that you would with a contour, but you're doing it in the higher points of the face, like where almost like where you would put a highlighter, so just for a bit more of an editorial look, which is kind of cool. But again, I think this first one is really good. The second one, not too sure, but again, I still think the cheeks are a really good addition to the game. I think it's just the eyeshadow, like the eyeshadow and the eyeliner, that I'm a bit like, this doesn't represent artistry at all, doesn't make sense to me. And then we have the lipsticks, which you know, obviously people know MAC for their lipsticks, so you've got these ones here, which I really love. This I'm assuming is supposed to be their Powder Kiss lipsticks, so it's basically a matte looking lipstick that's still really creamy on the lips. These are the colors that they have in store, so I'm assuming that it's those ones. I'm assuming that this is supposed to be like the ombre lip trend, which again I would say is quite outdated for now, but again, live your life. The colours are cool though. I do quite like these colours. One thing I did notice, like we'll go for the glossy lip as well. These are supposed to be the Grand Illusion lip glosses, I'm assuming. Again, the colours are quite similar to what is in store. That's actually quite a nice colour. Some of these are actually quite nice. I think that they are... Oh, that's pretty as well. So it's not too bad. My favourite part of all of the makeup that's come into this is actually this set of lipstick. I think it frames the lips really nicely, and I know that these are colours that are in store, so you know, it's quite nice. Like that would be Heroine, you know, Lady Danger moment, Tropic Tonic moment. Who is she? All fired up? Breathing fire? Not too sure. Chili, Diva. This is probably Velvet Teddy. Is that Men Love Mystery? That's a T. That's a nice one as well. I'm not sure what colour that is. That's nice as well. So I think that this is a really good addition to the game. I think if you were going for a really makeup heavy look, you know, if you were going for something really dramatic, then maybe it'll work. I've disabled all my CC, so I'm not too sure if they've added any other hairs or anything. Let me just see if I add like a... I don't normally play with this Maxis Match hair, so we'll just do like a cute little moment. Like, it's not too bad. So you can create different kinds of looks with it, obviously. But again, I do feel like it is kind of missed the mark a little bit in terms of artistry. However, with that being said, it's still a nice addition to the game to see that they are doing things with makeup. Again, I probably would not have if I worked for The Sims, I probably would not have partnered with a brand, but I understand why they have. It's a good idea to get inspiration from like what's on trend, but again, you could just go on Instagram and do that, so I don't know why they felt the need to partner with a brand. But again, like, you can create some really good looks with these that some of them are on trend, some of them have missed the mark. Like, again, I don't know a single person that has done a look like this in the last few years. Again, I feel like a lot of this is inspired by editorial makeup. Like, you could go for a really fierce moment here. Like, let's just put on like a... Oh, they didn't even include like a bright red. Oh, that's red. That swatch isn't red. I'm assuming this is supposed to be Ruby Woo. So you could do like a really intense moment here. I just want to make her eyes brown, just like for the sake of this. She looks like a fierce woman. It's really cool. It's really cool. But anyway, I mean, obviously this is just my opinion. I think that the makeup is really cool, but again, there's always room for improvement. But would love to know what you guys think. I think it's really awesome that they're doing these sorts of things. Would definitely love to see more in the future. So yeah, let me know.